Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Thank you for returning. I'm back with the account of another of the victims from the Rape Gang Inquiry reports. Let's get down to this. You know why I do this. We must not let this story die. We must not let the steam run out. If we did, then those victims will not have justice, which they deserve. Sebastian. Sebastian was raised in Scotland in a stable household. Sebastian's mother held down a professional job, owned her own home and car, and the family regularly went on holidays together. Despite this relatively secure background, which was not typical of abuse victims, Sebastian was raped and abused from the age of 6 by family members without Sebastian's mother's knowledge. These family members instilled in Sebastian the belief that to be safe, you had to give them what they wanted. This led Sebastian to develop a transactional view of interpersonal relationships. At age 11, Sebastian was introduced by these abusive family members to a local cafe owner. The owner gave Sebastian free food, lifts in his car, and free cinema tickets to build trust and a sense of obligation. From there, they began prostituting Sebastian out to a number of people. These included seemingly respectable professionals such as estate agents, solicitors, care support workers for children, and even police officers. Even at boarding school, Sebastian was raped, assaulted, and groomed by staffs and connected adults, with Sebastian's injuries often ignored by medical practitioners. All of Sebastian's abuses were white British. Good to note. In adulthood and during the final years of the abuse, Sebastian became aware of the wider operation of grooming networks, both in a quiet rural area and in the city. At the age of 40, Sebastian was finally able to escape a cycle of abuse that had lasted for nearly 4 decades. Following years of abuse, Sebastian, born a biological female, transitioned to the opposite sex and now identifies as a trans man. Sebastian transitioned socially at 41 and medically at 48. However, when describing the abuse experienced as a child, it remains important for Sebastian to recognize that these events occurred while living as a girl and perceived as such. Sebastian acknowledges that this transition was, at least in part, a consequence of the abuse experienced, and feels safer from further abuse when presenting as a man. Sebastian recognizes the profound impact trauma can have on a person's life and believes that different people find different ways to cope. For some, that may mean choosing a particular career or relationship or making unhealthy choices by using substances or alcohol. For Sebastian, transition and finding peace in being Seb became the pathway to recovery. Sebastian describes healing from trauma as a form of transformation. For Sebastian, that transformation has involved a change of personality, personal identity, and finding a sense of safety never known while living as a female. Sebastian understands that others may not fully understand the paths people take to cope with trauma, but hopes that at the very least they will try to understand. Sebastian now advocates for other survivors with the aim of protecting vulnerable people and helping to develop local measures to prevent child abuse. I'll just put this out there. As a child of God who believes strongly that we are created in the image of God, God made us in his image and likeness. He made man and woman distinct, different. I do not believe any woman can become a man or any man can become a woman. Having said that, this person began receiving abuse from very early on from everybody in his life. Even in schools, boarding schools, shop owners, police officers. My goodness. Who are these people? How does anybody tell me this is not child sacrifice to the demon god? But nobody. Oh my God, I don't even know. It's sickening how you pick, you as an adult will pick on the smallest, the youngest, the helpless, the defenseless, the voiceless to do. There are lots of reasons why it is not really palatable to judge people without knowing their experiences and where they have been, with what they've been through. So I don't judge people. I try to understand what could have happened to them, try to rationalize and think about their experiences for why they are what they are today and why they present the way they present themselves. My heart goes out to this Sebastian person. 4 decades. Thank God that he decided to look into making sure that this does not happen to other children. It's sad. It's those who were abused, who had faced the worst as helpless young children that are even trying when the adults in their lives failed them completely. He was from a good home until things fell apart. Who knows why things fell apart? Could the mother have been targeted because they wanted the son, the daughter, the child? It's unfortunate. The West has invited all the monsters, both in hell and everywhere else they could find them, into the various nations of the West. They do it, they're using every evil on the planet to attack from all angles. Christians, people who believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, never relent in your prayers. This is not ordinary. Safeguard your children. Listen to your children. Even if you suspect that they are telling lies, listen to your children. Sound the alarm the moment you sniff a hint of abuse. God bless all those victims. Help them to recover. May they not take to destructive lifestyles that will be of no benefit anyways. See you again soon.